Salisbury Seroptimists have been working on a women's safety project called Making Our City Safer. The project started after the horrendous murder of Sarah Everard in London in March 2021 and the extensive public debate about women's safety that followed. We felt that we needed to respond in some meaningful way. We started by gathering data on reported crime from Wiltshire Police and talking to members of our community. We concluded that while Salisbury is safer than many other cities, there is still work for us to do. We formed a partnership with a local community group called Safer and Supportive Salisbury. Together, we organised a community conference in November 2021. 80 attendees were split into 3 workshops and tasked to identify actions that could be delivered in the following year.
We used these ideas to create an action plan for 2022 and recruited several influential partners to form a steering group to help us deliver it. We became standing members of a local council committee tasked with providing updates on women's safety initiatives. We decided to audit how many of our streetlights weren't working and to identify dark corners in the city centre. A detailed report on the results was presented to Wiltshire Council. We piloted ideas for working with local schools, employers and sports clubs, and lessons learned have helped us to move the project forward. In October 2022, we held a public event to provide an update on progress made during the year. It included stands from lots of local organisations contributing to safety in our community, with demonstrations and short talks. We also had a speaker event featuring Dame Vera Baird, KC, and our Police and Crime Commissioner. We finished off the year with Orange the World stall in Salisbury Market Square to promote the 16 days of activism.
For 2023, we decided on a grassroots approach to making change, aiming to encourage our community to share responsibility with us. We broke the project down into work streams and agreed that our Orange the World campaign at the end of the year would draw much of this together. We refreshed data on reported crime in the city and we ran a survey to find out how local women felt about safety in their city. We promoted the survey at events, on our networks and using social media. We partnered with a local domestic abuse charity to organise an awareness-raising event on International Women's Day in the Market Square. We created a leaflet and made display boards about the project, which we took on tour. We talked to lots of people about the issues of safety and gathered contacts. We did another round of streetlight audits and persuaded the council to spend money on a survey for the dark spaces that we'd found. We investigated and promoted existing schemes in the city which supports women's safety. We also talked to Pub Watch and local pubs about the effectiveness of these schemes. From their feedback, we know that there is a lot more to do to make a real difference here. We're supporting local schools in delivering an event in November which will cover male allyship, active bystander training, consent and online pornography. We hope that most of the local schools will attend. We've been piloting training options and learning from this. We've built contacts with local employers and have encouraged them to train their staff in active bystander training and/or awareness of domestic abuse. We also plan to involve many local businesses in the 16 days of activism for Orange the World.
So we started planning our 2023 Orange the World campaign early. We have good support for decorating and lighting the city centre in Orange, as well as a film night, a market stall and other decorations around the city. We hope that combined with the training, this campaign will reach a significant number of local residents. In response to the online abuse experienced by one of our members, who is also a local councillor, we discussed the issue with Wiltshire Police. In partnership with them, we've launched Operation Awake, a protocol for women in public office to report incidents of gender abuse. The project has now been running for 2.5 years. In 2023 alone, it has involved a huge amount of effort, with many members of our club contributing in different ways. We've built a position of influence on women's safety locally. We have a good relationship with local press and are now working closely with 11 local organisations. The Mayor of Salisbury credited us with changing the conversation on women's safety in the city. Although we found many aspects of the project challenging, we've been heartened to find that there are many people willing to listen and to help us make our city safer.